It's one of the world's most dangerous volcanoes, captivating millions and attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. Join me as we explore this compelling force of nature close up. Vesuvius is part of the Campanian volcanic arc. The original landscape was dominated by a much larger ancient volcano, believed to have formed around 25,000 years ago. Its remnant today is Monte Somma, and the original volcano's collapse after a major eruption resulted in the formation of Vesuvius. Vesuvius is the younger, more active volcanic structure, while Monte Somma represents the ancient, partially collapsed volcano that set the stage for Vesuvius's formation. In my video How to Drive in Italy, The Road to Vesuvius, I explained how to arrive. The key reminders are, if arriving by car, to purchase both your parking and entrance tickets online and have them downloaded and or printed prior to your arrival, so you can have them accessible. This is because internet connectivity is poor at the high altitude. Tickets are currently €6 to park a car, and €10 per person is the non-discounted entry price. The car park price is for all day, but the entry price is for specific time slots as stated on your ticket. Check the official website for further details. I'll leave a link below. Unless you're deliberately intending to walk or run the 3km 175 metre ascent from the car park to the trail entrance, like I am today, I strongly recommend you pay the €3 or €4 return shuttle bus. Here's a quick overview of the trail route with distances and elevations so you understand what's involved. The out and back distance from the car park is around 9.5 kilometres with a 350 metre total ascent. Now this is considerable, particularly under a strong Calabrian sun. But taking the shuttle bus reduces this to almost a quarter of the distance and half the elevation. If you're arriving by coach, including entry ticket, you don't need to worry about any of this. The number 5 trail, or Il Gran Cono, is an out and back walk that follows a semicircular path around the crater's southern rim. It commences from the entrance to the La Cappanuccia bar and back again. The path around the crater's northern rim is currently closed to the public. Okay, so on the image in front, we have two letters A and B in gold. A is the car park to the trail entrance, and B is the trail entrance to the end of the trail. In the background, you can see Monte Somma. You're walking up a mountain, so pack accordingly and ensure to wear appropriate footwear and take plenty of water. How easy is it to walk? For many people of average health, it shouldn't be too difficult. If you're unused to hiking or walking uphill, take your time, drink plenty of water, and keep in mind the awesome views which will await you at the summit. Note that there's no toilet facilities once you've passed the entrance. There's some basic porta cabin loos immediately prior. Be warned though, they're primitive. You may wish to go either before departing on the coach or having a coffee in one of the restaurants en route and using their toilets before arriving at the car park if you're driving. At the entrance, you show your ticket, go through and start the uphill trail. Initially, it follows some steep zigzags, then it straightens out as it ascends. The trail surface is comprised of loose volcanic ash and pumice, which can be slippy in places, and the etiquette is to walk on the right. Whilst there have been many eruptions, some of the most significant are 79 AD, the most famous eruption. It released 100,000 times the thermal energy released by the Hiroshima-Nagasaki bombings in World War II, and it destroyed, then preserved, the ruins of the Roman cities, including Pompeii and Herculaneum. If you've not yet seen them, check out my videos of these amazing historic sites. I'll leave the links below. A key historical source and account of this eruption was by Pliny the Younger, an orphan in his late teens, and witnessed the events from around 30 kilometres west of Vesuvius, and he later detailed what he witnessed in letters to the historian Tacitus, including the tragic fate of his uncle, who'd set sail in a rescue attempt. The eruption in 472 AD produced widespread ashfall, affecting much of southern Europe and reaching as far as Constantinople. In 1631 came one of the most destructive after 79 AD, killing approximately 3,000 people. It produced pyroclastic flows and lahars, which devastated nearby towns, and similar to the major eruptions, it caused significant changes to Vesuvius's landscape. The rediscovery and excavation of Pompeii and Herculaneum in the 18th century sparked a revival of classical antiquity. It greatly impacted European art and architecture and increased the number of international visitors to Vesuvius. For anyone interested in vividly described eyewitness accounts of the period, I recommend the writings of Sir William Hamilton and 19th century writers Charles Dickens and Mark Twain, and also Professor Luigi Palmieri. The 1906 eruption caused extensive damage to Naples city, killing more than 100. It produced powerful lava flows and a large ash plume, leading to the evacuation of thousands of residents. The most recent significant eruption occurred during World War II in 1944. It destroyed several villages, killed 26 people, and caused significant damage to the nearby Allied military airbase. This eruption marked the last major activity of Vesuvius to date. So what's the threat today? This is the most densely populated volcanic region in the world. 3 million people are at risk from an eruption, and more than 600,000 in the Zona Rossa, or the danger zone, who are at greatest risk of the most deadly pyroclastic flows. The Civil Protection Department has an emergency plan. The volcano is closely monitored by the Vesuvius Observatory in Naples, and has 4 alert levels: green, yellow, orange and red. The present emergency plan assumes between 40 to 20 days advance notice of an eruption, and it would issue mobile phone alerts to those in the Campania region, followed by the evacuation of the Zona Rossa within 5 to 7 days to other parts of Italy. The panoramic views from Vesuvius and Campania on a clear day are spectacular, though not guaranteed, due to the altitude and the cloud cover. There's several viewpoints lower down the mountain road, in restaurant car parks beneath the clouds, which still offer opportunities to admire and film the beautiful vista.